Everyone, welcome to Jasper's History Facts. Today is June the 13th, and on this day in 323 BC, Alexander the Great tragically passed away at quite a young age, to be fair. I think it was only in his 30s, in Babylon. Now, obviously, it's just a famous death. Why are we talking about this per se today? Well, you see, it's more because I wanted to get into the conspiracies of Alexander's death. Alexander, as far as we are officially aware, died of a disease. Now, what disease that was, we're not 100% sure. But if it was a disease at all, it is also up for debate, to be fair. So, Alexander was probably poisoned. For a long time, it was a disease, but it is kind of a little bit more accepted to some degree that it was potentially a poisoning. Now, how true that is, obviously, we don't know. It was so long ago. But a rapid onset disease that didn't really affect anyone else. I can't say it's not possible, but unlikely. Very unlikely. In my personal opinion, I think Alexander was poisoned by his generals. And now, I think the reasoning is, to a degree, somewhat nefarious, but also not as nefarious as people would maybe be led to believe. Alexander was expanding his empire pretty rapidly, and you have to think about all the logistics of that later. And a lot of his generals and people back home were like, we can't continue to go. But Alexander said, no, I will go as far as I want, basically, because, he's king. So, to some degree, you could think that his generals killed him because of they wanted the lands, but also it was to help with the production things. Now, how true that is, obviously, once again, like I said earlier, we don't really know, but it's an interesting theory. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and now you know.